Every 7 seconds, a tourist becomes a victim of crime somewhere in the world. Europe, the land of cobblestone streets and postcard-perfect views, is no exception. But here's the twist. Some of the most visited destinations in the world harbor alarming risks that travelers often overlook. In this video, 10 most dangerous European countries right now, risk assessment and travel warnings you must know. We're uncovering places where rising crime rates, political unrest, and even conflict zones make headlines, and not for the reasons you'd hope. Did you know that one European country reported a staggering 200% increase in violent crimes over the past year? Or that a traveler's biggest mistake could be entering a seemingly peaceful region that's actually a hotspot for organized crime? These aren't just rare incidents. They're warnings backed by global risk assessments and travel advisories. We're breaking it all down in today's top 10 list. You'll want to watch to the end because some of these might completely change how you plan your next trip. Hit that like button, subscribe to Virtual Travel by Brian, and buckle up. It's about to get eye-opening and maybe a little nerve-wracking. Let's dive in. Number 10. Greece. Greece, the cradle of Western civilization, boasts sun-soaked islands, ancient ruins, and a history as rich as its Mediterranean cuisine. With a population of over 10 million, this southeastern European gem attracts more than 30 million tourists annually. It's a dreamy destination where mythology meets reality, but here's the catch. Even paradise has its dark corners. While Greece welcomes millions seeking a slice of heaven, recent safety concerns have travelers second-guessing their itineraries. In 2024, violent protests erupted across Athens following contentious austerity measures, leaving over 200 injured and parts of the city in chaos. As Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said, the only constant in life is change, and unfortunately for tourists, not all change is good. Crime rates in urban areas, particularly Athens and Thessaloniki, have seen a steady increase. Organized crime networks are on the rise, and petty crimes like pickpocketing have become alarmingly common in tourist hotspots. Government-issued travel advisories now urge visitors to avoid demonstrations and be vigilant in crowded areas. But humor me for a second. Imagine standing at the Parthenon, marveling at its ancient glory, only to have your wallet whisked away faster than you can say, tzatziki. Tourism might be thriving, but so is the need for caution. Greece remains a must-visit destination, but it's also a reminder that even in a land of gods, travelers must keep their feet firmly on mortal ground. Remember, a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Take the warnings seriously and enjoy Greece responsibly. Number 9. Italy. Italy, the land of pasta, piazzas, and passion. With its boot-shaped charm in southern Europe, Italy is home to over 60 million people and attracts a jaw-dropping 65 million tourists annually. Known for its art, history, and food, Italy has also quietly made headlines for reasons that might make your nana clutch her pearls. While you're busy dreaming of gondola rides in Venice or sunset strolls in Tuscany, Italy has been grappling with a less glamorous side. In 2024, organized crime syndicates, particularly in the southern regions, made international news yet again. The Italian mafia, or La Cosa Nostra, has been linked to drug trafficking, corruption, and even a string of violent attacks in Naples. Fun fact, the estimated revenue of these criminal organizations rivals that of some Fortune 500 companies. Not quite the La Dolce Vita you had in mind, is it? And then there's Rome, where pickpocketing is practically an art form. In fact, tourists in Italy report more than 150,000 thefts annually, proof that even Michelangelo would be impressed by the craftsmanship. Just this year, a famous Italian train station saw a spike in violent robberies, prompting government advisories urging caution in high-traffic areas. Travel warnings recommend avoiding isolated neighborhoods, especially after dark, and keeping an eye on your belongings in crowded attractions. Because as the Italians say, meglio prevenire che curare. Better safe than sorry. Italy remains a bucket list destination for millions, but it's also a stark reminder that beauty and chaos often go hand in hand. So while you're sipping an espresso in a Roman cafe, remember, paradise sometimes comes with a side of danger. Or as they might say in Italy, enjoy the view, but watch your wallet. Number 8. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, with its iconic landmarks like Big Ben and Buckingham Palace, is a bustling hub of history and modernity in northwestern Europe. Boasting a population of nearly 68 million, this multicultural melting pot attracts around 40 million tourists annually. But behind its charming red buses and tea-drinking traditions lies a less picturesque reality. The UK has seen an alarming rise in safety concerns, leaving even seasoned travelers cautious. While the UK is famous for its royal pageantry, 2024 brought a less regal headline: a string of arson attacks targeting supply chain facilities supporting Ukraine. These attacks, allegedly linked to pro-Russian elements, underscored the growing risks of politically motivated sabotage in urban areas. Add to this the startling rise in knife crimes, with London alone reporting over 10,000 such incidents in 2024. Some might argue the UK has perfected the slice-of-life genre a bit too literally. Tourists often fall victim to petty crimes, especially in crowded spots like Piccadilly Circus or Camden Market. The phrase "mind the gap" doesn't just apply to the tube. It's a reminder to stay vigilant about the gap in your pocket where your wallet used to be. Travel advisories urge caution in certain neighborhoods after dark and recommend avoiding political protests, which can escalate rapidly. Fun fact, the UK spends £8 billion annually on surveillance, yet pickpocketing remains a fine art. As the British say, keep calm and carry on, but don't forget to carry your belongings close. The UK remains a must-visit destination, but whether you're exploring the Highlands or sipping tea in a quaint cafe, remember, the rain isn't the only thing you need to watch out for. Number 7. Belgium. Belgium, nestled in the heart of Europe, is famed for its waffles, beer, and yes, chocolate, so good it should come with a warning label. Home to over 11 million people, Belgium is also a hotspot for tourists, drawing nearly 10 million visitors annually to its historic cities like Brussels, Bruges, and Antwerp. But beneath its fairy tale facades lies a grittier story. Belgium has recently been in the headlines for reasons that might make you reconsider your travel plans. Organized crime has taken root, with the country becoming a major hub for drug trafficking in Europe. In 2024, a massive cocaine bust in Antwerp's port uncovered over 12 tons of the illicit substance, valued at a staggering €2 billion. This wasn't just a one-off. Antwerp is now nicknamed the cocaine gateway to Europe, and the crime networks behind it are anything but subtle. Petty crimes like pickpocketing and scams remain rampant in tourist-packed areas, with Brussels frequently topping crime rate reports. And let's not forget, Belgium has seen its share of political unrest, including protests that occasionally escalate into violent clashes. As they say, when chocolate melts, it gets messy, and so does the social climate here. Travel advisories urge visitors to avoid demonstrations and exercise caution in crowded places. Even with the best surveillance tech, crime in Belgium has proven to be a slippery affair. While Belgium still offers some of Europe's most picturesque views and delectable treats, travelers should keep one eye on the sights and the other on their belongings. Or, as a Belgian might cheekily put it, keep calm and carry your chocolate and your wallet closely. Number 6. Sweden. Sweden, the land of ABBA, IKEA, and breathtaking northern lights, sits in Scandinavia with a population of about 10.5 million. Known for its high quality of life, Sweden attracts over 15 million tourists annually, drawn to its pristine nature, historic towns, and cutting-edge design. But what if I told you this haven of peace is quietly grappling with some troubling realities? Here's a shocker. Sweden has one of the highest rates of gun violence in Europe, primarily fueled by organized crime and gang activity. In 2024, gang-related shootings reached an all-time high, with over 200 incidents reported across major cities like Stockholm, Malmö, and Gothenburg. That's right, Sweden, known for serene fjords, now has a reputation for gang wars. And it doesn't stop there. In September 2024, a series of drone disruptions caused chaos at Stockholm Arlanda Airport, grounding flights and leaving thousands stranded. Authorities believe the drones were linked to escalating tensions in Europe, raising concerns about Sweden's security vulnerabilities. Pickpocketing and petty crimes in urban areas are another issue, especially for unsuspecting tourists. The Swedish government has ramped up surveillance and issued travel advisories, warning visitors to be cautious in crowded places and avoid risky neighborhoods at night. As the Swedish proverb says, shared joy is double joy. Shared sorrow is half sorrow. But when it comes to travel safety, sorrow is best avoided altogether. Sweden remains a top travel destination, but travelers should trade rose-colored glasses for a pair of cautious ones. Whether you're exploring Stockholm's Old Town or chasing the auroras, stay alert, because even in the land of tranquility, there's room for surprises. And no, not the IKEA kind. Before we dive into the next country on our list, let me know what you think so far. Have you ever visited any of these places, or are they on your bucket list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you're finding this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Virtual Travel by Brian for more travel tips, insights, and must-know advice. Let's keep going, because the next country might surprise you even more. Number 5. France. France, a beacon of romance and culture, sits at the heart of Western Europe, boasting a population of over 68 million. Known for its iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre, France attracts a staggering 90 million tourists annually, making it the most visited country in the world. But here's the twist. Even the most glamorous destinations can have a dark side. Paris may dazzle with its lights, but rising crime rates cast a shadow over the city's charm. France has seen a troubling increase in violent protests, pickpocketing, and even organized crime. In 2024, the country faced its largest wave of civil unrest in years, sparked by controversial pension reforms. The protests escalated into clashes with law enforcement, leading to over 1,500 injuries and significant property damage. Major tourist areas were not spared, with barricades and fires disrupting the picture-perfect Parisian streets. And then there's petty crime. Paris alone sees nearly 20,000 pickpocketing incidents annually, often targeting unsuspecting tourists at hotspots like the Champs-Élysées or the metro. Even the Mona Lisa's enigmatic smile won't protect your wallet here. Travel warnings now caution against joining public demonstrations and advise visitors to keep their belongings secure in crowded areas. While the French embrace joie de vivre, joy of living, visitors are reminded of another French saying, il vaut mieux prévenir que guérir. Better safe than sorry. France is undeniably a bucket list destination, but it's also a place where you should keep your eyes wide open, both for its beauty and its potential dangers. So, while you sip your café au lait on a Parisian terrace, keep one hand on your croissant and the other on your bag. Bon voyage, with caution. Number 4. Belarus. Belarus, a landlocked country in Eastern Europe, is known for its vast forests, picturesque villages, and Soviet-era charm. Home to around 9.3 million people, Belarus is strategically positioned between Russia and the European Union, making it a geopolitical hotspot. While it's not a conventional tourist magnet, its rich history and unique culture attract adventurous travelers. But here's the catch. Belarus is becoming increasingly dangerous. In 2024, Belarus made international headlines for heightened tensions along its border with Ukraine. The government accused Ukraine of military provocations, leading to a significant military buildup. Coupled with Belarus's close ties to Russia amidst the ongoing war, this has turned parts of the country into areas of potential conflict. Think of Belarus as the friend caught in the middle of a bar brawl. It's hard to predict when the punches might land. Internally, political unrest remains a major concern. Since the controversial 2020 elections, dissent against President Alexander Lukashenko's regime continues to simmer. Crackdowns on protests and media freedom have made the country a risky place for locals and visitors alike. To make matters worse, Belarus has seen a rise in crime, particularly theft and scams targeting travelers in urban areas like Minsk. Current travel advisories urge visitors to avoid protests, border regions, and remote areas. As the Belarusian proverb goes, do not dig a hole for others, or you'll fall in yourself. Travelers should heed this wisdom and tread carefully. While Belarus has its charms, like its stunning castles and pristine nature, it's a destination where you'll want to keep both eyes open and your passport close. After all, even in the land of blue lakes, murky waters might be closer than you think. Number 3. Turkey. Turkey, a transcontinental treasure straddling Europe and Asia, is home to over 85 million people. Known for its rich history, stunning landscapes, and bustling bazaars, it draws nearly 50 million tourists annually. From Istanbul's iconic Hagia Sophia to the turquoise coast of Antalya, Turkey offers unparalleled experiences. But behind its mesmerizing charm lies a growing list of safety concerns that can catch visitors off guard. In 2024, Turkey faced a surge in terrorist activity, with a deadly bombing in Istanbul's Taksim Square claiming dozens of lives and injuring many others. This tragic event underscored the country's vulnerability to extremist groups, especially in areas close to its southeastern borders. Adding fuel to the fire, political instability and crackdowns on dissent have created an unpredictable environment, raising alarms for both locals and travelers. Crime rates, particularly scams and theft in tourist-heavy areas, have also been on the rise. Picture this: you're haggling for that perfect Turkish rug in the Grand Bazaar, only to realize you've been overcharged by 300%. Not quite the souvenir story you want to tell your friends. Current travel warnings urge visitors to avoid border areas near Syria and Iraq, exercise caution in large cities, and remain vigilant in public spaces. As the Turkish proverb goes, measure 1,000 times and cut once. For travelers, this means planning every step carefully and staying informed. Turkey remains an alluring destination, but it's also a land of contrasts, where ancient wonders meet modern challenges. Whether you're cruising the Bosphorus or exploring Cappadocia's caves, keep your wits about you. Because in Turkey, the magic is undeniable, but so are the risks. Stay curious, but most importantly, stay safe. Number 2. Russia. Russia, the world's largest country by landmass, stretches across 11 time zones and boasts a population of over 144 million. With its iconic Red Square, historic Kremlin, and stunning natural wonders like Lake Baikal, Russia has long been a destination for the adventurous traveler. However, in 2024, Russia has cemented itself as one of Europe's most dangerous countries, with escalating tensions and safety risks making headlines. Russia's ongoing war with Ukraine has transformed it into a geopolitical tinderbox. The conflict has not only led to increased military activity near its borders, but has also fueled a rise in domestic unrest. In June 2024, a major explosion at an oil depot in the Oryol region, allegedly caused by Ukrainian drone strikes, highlighted just how precarious the situation has become. For those living near critical infrastructure, the threat of sudden attacks is a daily reality. Meanwhile, organized crime syndicates, cyber attacks, and a high incidence of violent crime compound the dangers. Moscow, despite its cosmopolitan allure, has seen a spike in street-level crimes targeting tourists. Add a rigid surveillance state, and visitors may find themselves in an Orwellian nightmare rather than a picture-perfect holiday. Travel advisories are explicit. Avoid border regions, stay informed about political developments, and exercise extreme caution in public spaces. As the Russian proverb says, trust, but verify. For travelers, this means verifying every step, whether booking accommodations or navigating the metro. Russia's grandeur is undeniable, but its risks are equally significant. Whether you're drawn to its rich history or enigmatic culture, it's vital to balance curiosity with caution. Because in the land of snow and secrets, what you don't see might be what gets you. Stay safe, comrades. Number 1. Ukraine. Ukraine, Europe's second-largest country, is a land of stunning contrasts. With a population of over 39 million, it's known for its sprawling wheat fields, vibrant culture, and historic cities like Kyiv and Lviv. Tourism used to thrive here, with visitors marveling at its golden-domed cathedrals and unique traditions. But today, Ukraine finds itself at the epicenter of one of the world's most perilous conflicts, making it the most dangerous European country right now. The ongoing war with Russia has plunged Ukraine into chaos. In 2024, air raid sirens have become as common as church bells, and missile strikes are a grim part of daily life in many regions. This year alone, a drone attack targeted Kyiv's city center, causing widespread damage and casualties. Entire neighborhoods have been turned into rubble, and millions of Ukrainians have fled their homes in search of safety, creating one of the largest refugee crises in modern history. For those considering travel, think again. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 Do Not Travel advisory, and many other nations echo this warning. Even the once peaceful western regions of Ukraine are not immune to the spillover effects of the conflict. Despite this, Ukrainians demonstrate incredible resilience. As a local saying goes, the sun rises even on the darkest night. Ukraine's culture and spirit endure, but for now, its stunning landscapes are overshadowed by war's devastation. For intrepid travelers, Ukraine is off-limits for the foreseeable future. It's a stark reminder that behind every postcard-perfect image lies a reality we can't ignore. Stay informed, stay empathetic, and most importantly, stay safe. So there you have it, the 10 most dangerous European countries right now. Did any of these surprise you? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, this video isn't meant to discourage you from exploring the world. It's about being informed and prepared. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with your travel buddies, and don't forget to subscribe to Virtual Travel by Brian for more travel insights. See you in the next adventure.